Alright, I got called into action one race earlier than what I thought I was going to play. I didn't think I wanted to have anything to do with this first race at Remington Park. But I've had a change of heart, and I'm going to play it. I'm really thinking maybe a trifecta wager. The last time I checked, the trifecta pool was about at $1,800, and I'm in growing. I'm sure now it might be $2,500, $3,000. It's flashing through right now. For some reason, this track, they are not giving exacta will pays. It's a little disappointing. 2,300 and growing, yeah. So I'm gonna take a swing at that because I think I got a good trifecta bet. Race 1 is a $10,000 claiming race. 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. 300 yards. It's quarter horse racing tonight. And I got my eye on this 4-horse rated high class. It broke its maiden the last time out. So granted, it's taken a step up in company, which is the driving factor between, behind it being 7-1 right now. But when you look at this horse's speed rating, it ran an 81 last time out. The only horse that put up one better was this horse starting next to it in the 5-hole, Credence, who ran an 84. So, and you look at some of this previous runs that this horse had, granted, he had to take a drop in the maiden claiming ranks to break his maiden. But it seemed like once they got him dialed in the right spot, the horse, responded and got the job done. And I think, this horse, to me, figures to be very competitive because there's a lot of questionable stuff going on in this field. I mean, to me, like, the 1 is almost an automatic toss. I watched its last race, and it was a very uninspiring 9th place run. The 2 girl paint actually does kind of interest me, and this is another long shot. This is another reason why I'm playing this race. This 2 girl paint is at 23-1. So guess what? I got to make my bet. Let's make my trifecta bet first. Then I can chit-chat later. So we are going to go with this horse rated high class on top. And then the long shot girl paint and Credence. And then once again, and then I'm going to throw in Coronado's Lady Echo as well. Give myself an extra runner there just in case. For a 50-cent bet, that's a $2 ticket. There's 4 ways to get there. So we check it at 4 with the 2, 5, with the 2, 3, 5. Looks good to me. Alright, so we're in. Come back here really quick. I might bet this 4 on the nose. Well, his odds are dropping now down to 6. 2 minutes to post. He's sitting at 6-1, but still. I figure the only horses in this field that might give this 4 some competition is maybe the 5. Possibly the 2 in an upset fashion. I don't really like, I don't think the 9's form is very good coming into this race. The 9's getting a lot of action. Unless there's something I'm missing here. This horse has ran 2 races so far this year and came in dead last and 8th out of 10th. I mean, they troubled trips, but still, this horse hasn't done anything since it broke its maiden. It's taken a lot of action, and so that's why I'm kind of willing to go up against that. With a horse going up in class, like in the 4. And I don't know what the deal is with the 8 getting so much money either. This is a horse that's moving up in class after a 6th place finish last time out. So we got. I need to make another. I don't know about. You want to know what? Let's just make some bets really quick here. A couple more bets. I'm gonna go ahead and bet the 4 on the nose. Put a couple bucks. And I'm not seeing any exact will pays, but you know, these horses are pricey enough that I'm gonna go forward with the 2.5 for 50 cents. 2.5 looks good to me. Oh, we're going to post.
Juan Polito is bailed out behind the gate off of Inseparable Apollo, who will go in without the rider. At the rail, Cartel Apollo is up. Polito now climbing up on Inseparable Apollo in the gate. Girl Paint goes in. See Mickey, Coronado's Lady Echo. 2 left to load. See Mickey finally in. High 6 Jess. Last up, Good Reason to Love V, number 9. All in.
Settle down too.
They're off in the Sunday opener at Remington Park. Good start inside for Cartel Apollo. Also way sharply, Credence and Rated High Class. Trying to move between runners is Girl Paint. Here comes Rated High Class now to battle with Cartel Apollo. Far outside. Good Reason to Love me right there. But Rated High Class is too much late and wins it by a half length. Rated High Class on top.
Got there. I don't know who came in second.
Good Reason to Love V, third.
What a start. Who came in second? Guess we'll find out. Five's up there. The 2 and the 5, they're both hanging in there. Did either of them get up? No. But the 4 got there. It went 4-1-9. Yeah, buddy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It was a pretty clean break. Nothing wrong with a little, but I mean, little but nothing offending there. So I think it maybe went off at 5-1, 6-1. I hope. I don't know how much you got bet down.
Number 4, Rated High Class first. Second, number 1, Cartel Apollo. Third, the 9, Good Reason to Love V. And fourth, number 7, C Mickey. 4-1-9-7.
9-1.
300-yard time, 15.747 seconds.
Fortunately, I don't have to try. But I spent $2, $3, $5 on that race, and I'll get back 20. It's a nice way to start the $30 Remington Park Handicap Challenge. I wasn't even going to play this race. And I took a look at it. I was like, that 4-horse moving up in class has a shot here in this spot. And I had to figure at the betting public. I mean, I understand why the betting public gets leery on a lot of these horses. But if they match up in the speed ratings category, they can be good bets. Is this thing going? Please tell. Oh, thank you. All right. It's like, oh no, don't tell me this didn't capture it. All right, well, I welcome everybody, and I hope you guys are enjoying that. We got a winner to start. What other YouTube channel out there is going to make you money? Ooh, that super return, 761. I'm making you guys money, so please subscribe, thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Keep the dream alive and hit subscribe. 50-cent try return 156.90. So I don't know if I would have gone into the Scoopsville or not. But you don't know if you don't try.
Race 1 winner of the 4 rated high class. She picks up her second career victory in a row. Both wins this season at Remington Park.
These like
Rated
homemade
high class owned by Joe
potato
Rice
chips.
of Pryor,
Take a
Oklahoma.
potato,
Pedro Martinez
cut it
trains.
up, and
Josh
fry
Romero
it,
winning
and season
jockey.
it. They're really good. I apologize. I haven't eaten all afternoon because
by high rate of return
I'm getting
from
ready
the
for this.
Separatist mare, High Class Kamikaze, bred in Oklahoma by the owner, Joe Rice.
Okay. One more chip, we'll get down to business.
Prices in the opener, number 4 rated high class, $20.60 for the win, $6.40 to place, $3.60 to show. Second, number 1 Cartel Apollo, $8 on the place, $3.80 to show. Good Reason to Love V, the 9 is third. Fourth, number 7 C Mickey, 15.747 seconds the time for 300 yards. 4-1 exacta pays $164.60. 50-cent trifecta 419, $156.90. 10-cent superfecta 4197 pays $761.86.
Unfortunately, I love to play the superfectas for 10 cents, but I am not able to do that on here. I mean, I can play the superfectas. It takes them a little bit to pay out on here. So while we're waiting, we got a lot to go over. Oh, they already paid me. Look at that. Off to a good start. So what I tell you guys yesterday during the Derby, know your rules. Turns out Remington Park on their scale here is a Category D track. So the max gross payout per race is $5,000. I still would say that you could play the pick 4 and you could play the superfecta, but here's what you have to do. Because, like, for one, even though the track advertises a 10-cent super, and you have to really be at the track or at a pari-mutuel outlet that accepts a 10-cent super to be able to make that wager. I can't make any 10-cent supers on here. The minimum I could bet would be 50 cents. So that kind of does give me some wiggle room. I would say if you play the superfecta, play it for 50 cents. Don't play it for $1. And the reason is this. If the $1 superfecta returns $8,000, if you're playing it for $1, you're capped at $5,000. That's all you're going to win. But if you're playing it for 50 cents, you'll win $4,000. You'll still get 100% of the pari-mutuel odds because you're not up against this yet. So, and it's the same advice with the pick 4. If you play the pick 4 on here with this max gross payout, do not play it for $1 because once again, you're kind of pushing your luck. One story I've already told probably a couple times is my best pick 4 payout paid me at 3,000 to 1. It was for a 20-cent bet. But if you play the pick 4 for $1 on this site, you definitely run the risk of running up against this, especially if you play prices. I mean, if you already know that you're more of a, what do I want to call it? What's the word? What's the term that I'm looking for? It's slipping me at the moment. If you like to play the favorites, if you like to play the chalk, there we go, that's the word I was looking for. If you're more of a chalk player, then you could probably get away with playing the pick 4 and the super for $1 on here. But if you play like me, or if you like to play the prices, the longer shots, do not do that. Play it for 50 cents. So otherwise, you know, they do show you the minimum you have to bet. And so, with me, well, at least I started out with a shorter bankroll. Now it's grown a little bit. um, but I think I'm gonna just stick with the initial plan that I have for the pick four. Let's take a look at the tote board right now for a second. And let me gather my notes. Actually, you want to know what? I promised you guys a pick four play, and I do have that. I might put that up here in a minute. But we still got 16 minutes to post. I wanted to spread my money out because I didn't want to put all 30 into the pick four, miss the first race, and then, you know, the stream's over. So I came up with a $6 ticket, but I think it's a really good $6 ticket. Yeah, looking at this board, yeah, it looks like a really good $6 ticket. Um, So maybe we should just, yeah, maybe just plow full speed ahead with the pick four play then. That's what it looks like to me. This is no longer, look, that would have been a good play. Maybe we should have played that double. The reason why that I didn't was because there was more money in the trifecta pool. And so I wanted to try and go for a big shot right off the top, but I still had it back for the win. So I didn't leave empty-handed. And there's still no guarantee that this ticket's going to cash, because if the 1 or 6 wins this race, then this ticket would be no good. But I thought I was going to get double will pays in the first race. Almost every track I've ever bet, like before the start of the race, let's take a look. But before the start of the race, they normally give you exacta and like double will pays over here, and they're not showing any of that. So I didn't really, there wasn't as much money in double pool. And if you look, well, oh no, that's for this race. Never mind. Or, well, if we went back, it might tell us on here how much money was bet into the pools. No? Okay. I don't know if I'm making any sense anyways. There we go. That was what I wanted to see before race 1, and they didn't flash that. Exacta probables. Thank you. How come they did not do that before race 1? That upsets me. That's what I wanted to see, and that's what I wanted to see. So, I mean, yeah, the double play might have had some teeth to it. So my pick 4 play, let's get back to that. I'm all over the place. We're running out of time. So here we go. We're going 3, 4, 5 in the second race, with the 8 horse in the third, with the 6 horse in the fourth, with the 2, 4, 7, 10 in race 5, playing for a 50-cent bet, because like I talked about, we're up against that $5,000 minimum, and with this ticket, I think there's a chance we could put ourselves in position to hit for a really nice shot, because look at the runners I'm using in race 1. I'm using the 3, the 4, and the 5. Look at their current odds. The 3 is 7 to 2. The 4 is 9 to 2. The 5 is 27 to 1, which is that the same 5 that I was looking at earlier? Let's go really quick. Wow, I'm getting 27 to 1 on this horse. Holy cow. I don't know if I'm going to have time to like get to everything I want to get to about this, because it's slipping by, but woo. Okay. So, back to pick 4 thing. I also have a best bet in race 4. I think this is like probably like if you're going to make one win bet between races 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think this is like the best horse to bet on of the night. But with the one exception that, you know, we're still about getting the right price. I don't care how highly I think of a horse or their chances of winning. If I'm not getting a good enough price to invest my money, then the play is a pass. It's that simple. So my best bet in race 4 is the number 6 Fly Viking Fly. But if his odds fall below 9 to 5, then that's off. I would call it off. I would only bet him if you're getting odds of 9 to 5 or better. I believe the morning line is 7 to 2. He is the morning line favorite in his race. I had him at 3 to 1 on my line, and I do expect that horse to get bet down. Hopefully it's not any lower than 9 to 5 or it's a pass. But that is my best bet for this 4-race sequence. And the reason why I'm singling here, and I have another horse that I think highly of in the 3rd race that I'm singling to as well. So I'm trying to give myself some coverage at both ends to catch a price. And I'm trying to go for an upset here in the 2nd race that I don't think is that big of an upset at all. So I better get this ticket in. Oh, people are watching my broadcast. Look at that. The 5's dropping. No. No, I'm joking. I don't know how to see. Uh-oh, there's 4 people. Somebody's leaking the information. One of you guys is leaking. One of you guys is simulcasting this at the track. Alright. Let's go to the horse book. Are you snowballing kidding me? I thought I could play the pick 4 on here. Alright, well, have fun with that pick 4 bet. I should be able to play the pick 3 in the next race, right? Oh, my word. Yeah, okay, I could play the pick. Some tracks on here you can play the pick 4 and some you cannot. And I thought this was a green light for the pick 4. So I did not get to play the pick 4. So have fun with that pick 4 wager. I'll be cheering you on. You have my undying support. I'm gonna have to find a different way to play this race, and I'm gonna have to figure that out in about 10 minutes. But the good news is there's some prices. Because I like the 3, and I like the 4, and I like the 5. I really like the 5. Which time do we have? 9 minutes. I mean, because a handful of these horses in this race all raced together in their previous race. The 1, the 3, the 4, and the 5 all faced off against each other in this claiming 15,000 non-winners of 3 back on the 18th of April. And the 5 was the best of the lot. I think the 1 ran a very uninspiring race after going off at 4 to 1. Had an inside trip and did absolutely nothing with it. Whereas some of these other horses, I don't know if I'm going to have time to go back and show you the replay, ran into some really bad trouble at the start. And you see it with this triangle right here. And, I mean, I think even the 4 here in Cool Red Wagon could be a contender. Maybe even an outside chance with an inside post. Maybe even Stone Cold Martini. The thing I don't like about this 6 is that it's coming off a long layoff. And it's moving up in class. It's coming off. It's a winning from claiming 6250 non-winners of 2. Now it's taking a step up and going up against non-winners of 3 off the layoff. And my concern is when you look at this horse, like if you look at some of the last times this horse like came off a long layoff, there was like from where? From right here, from November to March. Well, I mean, I guess maybe he didn't run too bad when he came back. Maybe I'm thinking of a different horse that I was looking at. I'm getting a little confused. But I'm still a little turned off by, this horse happened to come back off a layoff. Even though the trainer does win at 38% over the course of the last year with horses that won their last start, I understand that. With a recent race, I would be more likely to be on that bandwagon. And I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter as much in quarter horse racing as it does thoroughbred racing, but I would still like to see a race. And this is the beginning of the the quarter horse seasons. Some of these horses tonight are making their first appearances of the year, which is making this handicapping a little tough. How much do I have to post? I got 6 minutes. Okay, yeah. Forget those dreams. Yeah, it gets close to post time and the money starts coming in. I still really like the 5 though. I mean, maybe we should just bet it on the nose to win. Because I can't play a pick 4. And honestly, the 4 at 9-2, as much as I like the 4, I don't think I like the 4 at that price. Not at 9-2. Because this, you know, it is, even though it's taken a drop in class, so is every other horse in this race. They're all coming out of the same race. I think this horse has a decent shot, but I don't like 9-2. No way. What was the 3? 3 is 7-1 once again. Yeah, the price. And there goes the 5. The 5 keeps getting bet. So now, I mean, let's see how much is in the trifecta pool. 1,400 in the exact. I maybe see some exacta will pays too. I don't know. $1,000 in the trifecta pool. It's a 6-horse field. I don't think the trifecta is a very. It's not as an attractive wager in this race. I think I might take this one up to post time. But I'm really disappointed I don't get to play the pick 4. Okay, so here's who the track Weisenheimer's like. The 1, 2, 5, 6. So he's got the 5 on there. But not the 3 or the 4. I'm really bummed out that I don't get to play this pick 4. $64 ticket. But I like my singles, the 8 and the 6. He doesn't even have the 8 in race 3. But he does have the 6 in race 4. But we'll talk more about the 8 horse in the next race. Since I don't get to play the pick 4. Oh, I mean, I do get to play the pick 3 though. And so I already kind of have a ballpark idea of where I want to go. If you think about it, I'm still getting 5-1 on a horse in a 6-horse field that I feel is like head and shoulders above this. I still think head and shoulders above this. And I still think a better bet than this. So I guess maybe it's all in the break. I don't know. I really like the 5 in the spot. I'm just really on the fence if a trifecta bet here would be any good. Really on the fence. Maybe I should just play one anyways. Alright, it's $1,600 in the pool. Okay, let's get into action. So, go ahead, bet $5. And let's go ahead. We'll play a 50-cent trifecta. 5 on top. I need 2 horses because I do my 2 and then 3 to make it a $2 bet. And so I think I'll go ahead. One there. And it's a toss-up between these two horses. This horse here, very classy, but coming off a long layoff for a trainer who hasn't won so far this meet. This horse is a better price. Yeah, so let's play to the price. And I'm disappointed. I apologize. I thought I was going to be allowed to play the pick 4 in this race. And I'm not being incorrect on that one. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying. If I would have wheeled that double, I'd be alive to a minimum of $42.
Field approaching now for race 2. Get those wagers in around the turn here in the second.
I was really thinking about playing a wheel of that 4 with the field in the second race. But I didn't get to see the wheel pace, so I didn't know if it was going to be a good bet or not.
Set to load at the rail. Edelman stepping up. A lot of legacy goes in, the lone female in this race. The gray is Indian Supremacy. Now Cool Red Wagon. 2 left. Stone Cold Martini. Blasting outside, Dashing for Success. All in. They're off. Good start, Edelman and Indian Supremacy, who strikes the front now, up by a full length as they gun for the turn from the far outside. Here comes a run from Dashing for Success, now second, only neck back into the turn. Third is Cool Red Wagon by a bobbing nose, battling out there with a lot of legacy. Stone Cold Martini fifth. Edelman has dropped back to last. 8 from the front. Quarter mile to go. Dashing for Success is on top now by a head. The gray Indian Supremacy fighting hard at the rail. A lot of legacy.
Come on, 5. Go, 5. Go! Go, 5. Go! Come on, 5. Go, 5. Come on, 5. Get up there, 5. Go, 5. Go! Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
16th to go, and Edelman sweeps on by.
Oh, are you kidding me? The one horse that I threw off said nope. And that's the one that came back to bite me. Oh my word, that's the way it goes.
For success.
Yes, Edelman was sandbagging its last time out, huh? It's very patriot-like, I must say. We can't just take off.
Number 1, Edelman scores. Second, number 5, Lot of Legacy. Third, the 6, Dashing for Success. Fourth, number 3, Stone Cold Martini. 1-5-6-3.
And that's the exact reason why I didn't spend my whole $30 on the pick 4. So if I'd have done that, I'd been dead right now.
Time posted 870 yards, 46.693 seconds. 1-5-6-3.
I guess he wasn't sandbagging because everybody was on it except for me. I guess there's just something I failed to see. I guess I'm the one who doesn't know how to read a racing form.
Returning number 1, Edelman, is a Heritage Place sales graduate sold at the 2017 Fall Mixed Sale for $4,500. Heritage Place, where champions are sold.
You know, I watched his race replay of his last run, and it just, I don't know, I didn't feel like he had any excuses, and the horse didn't look like it had any life to it. That 5 ran its guts out.
To the Andrini and Company winner's circle, number 1, Edelman. Edelman winning for the 3rd time in his career. Owned by John and Nick Hamas of Holly, Colorado. John Hamas trains. Winning jockey, Stormy Smith. Edelman, a 7-year-old gelding by Favorite Cartel from the Separatist mare, Katie Catella. Bred to California by Dr. Steve Burns. Race 2 prices. Number 1, Edelman, pays $4.20 for the win. Second, number 5, Lotta Legacy, pays $5.40 on the place and $3.60 to show. Third, the 6, Dashing for Success, pays $3.20 to show. Fourth, number 3, Stone Cold Martini. 46.693 seconds of the time for 870 yards. 1-5 on the exacta pays $19.60. 50-cent trifecta 156. That is worth $18.75. 10-cent superfecta 1563 pays $14.45. In the daily double, the combination of 4 with 1, the double pays $42.80.
So if I would have played a wheel, I would have played it for 50 cents though. So I actually would have only won like $10 and change, and that ticket would have cost me $3. So yeah, I did better betting that horse on the nose.
Yards, a field of 8 on the way to the Heritage Place paddock.
But it just upsets me because I didn't know, because I didn't get to see the wheel pays. I think it's very unusual to not show those before the first race. Actually, let's look at the tote here for race number 3, because I can't play a pick 3, so I will be playing. I do plan on giving myself plenty of coverage because now I can afford it. Even though, look, the horse that I'd like to single to and my pick 4, the 8, is the betting favorite right now, and it was second on the morning line to the 2, I want to say. No, excuse me, the 3. 3 is the morning line favorite, VF American Cartel. So where is he at in the current betting? 12-1. Wow, that doesn't seem right. That seems a little off. That's something to look. That's something to look out on. That's the morning line favorite right there. 12-1. Not saying that horse is going to win, but geez, 14-1. What is it? What is it they don't? What is it the betting public does not like about that horse? I love the 8, and apparently a lot of people agree with me. But now I'm really liking the 3, because you know my opinion can change on a dime when you get to see a tote. You know, that's the one problem with playing a wager like the pick 4. Like the first leg, you get to see like where the horses are on the tote board, and so you can get a general feel for maybe whether your ticket might be a home run or just a single. You know, but it's like you don't have that crystal ball to know that if I'd have known in the second leg that the betting public wasn't very big on the 3, oh my word, that horse would have been on my pick 4 ticket, you know. So that's one of the frustrating things about that wager is you don't get the crystal ball. You just kind of got to go by feel. 18-1. Morning line favorite. What did he wake up this morning and not want to eat his oats? I mean, that was a 5-2 morning line favorite. I'll show you the horse. I mean, granted, his last run out wasn't too terribly impressive, but he did encounter a troubled trip. If you throw that out, you go one back. Because let's see here, this race is a $20,000 allowance. 3-year-olds, which have never won 3 races. So he got his win at non-winners of 2 back. He did it with a pretty impressive speed figure. One of the higher recent ones that any horse in this field has ran. Maybe I get too caught up in that stuff, but I don't know. To me, that these horses are racing in a straight line. It's like, NHRA nitro drag racing kind of stuff. This is why I like the 8 so much, because he broke from non-winners of 2 last time out with a speed figure of 95. So for some reason, the betting public's all over that. But yet, with the 3, it's like they discredit this race 2 back, and it's almost like with the Derby yesterday with the 7 horse. It's like, I feel like this horse is a contender. But there's still 15 minutes to post. So maybe I'm having a knee-jerk reaction to early lines. Yeah, he's down to 9-1. There's still 9-1. And so now it's like I want to play pick 3, but I don't even want to use the 8 now. Now it's like the goal is really to beat the 8. And even though I'm in love with the 8, I think the 8 should be the favorite in this race. It doesn't mean the 8 is going to win this race. Playing this game is not necessarily a lot, to me, in my opinion, about betting on who you think is going to win. It's about betting the best proposition that you're offered for the race, I guess, if you're going to bet it. And if you like, right now there's $948 in the pick 3 pool. Let's just blow this up for a second. We got a little time. There's $948 in the pick 3. And so I imagine by the time, I don't know, in 14 minutes, I don't know what this pool's going to build to. $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, I don't know. But I got to play it for 50 cents. Not that I'm worried about running into the limit on a pick 3, but who knows? But the point is, it's a pari-mutuel wager. Everybody's betting against themselves, and the track takes its cut, and then the rest gets returned to the winning bettors. And if you want to hit for big scores on these multi-race bets like a pick 3, you're not going to get there by putting chalky horses on your ticket, because everybody else is going to be using those same horses as well. You got to use like the horses that give you the best chance at winning at the best possible price, and sticking to that has served me well over the years. I've hit some. I think my best pick 3 ever was probably a return of 400 or 500 to 1 on my money. For a $1 bet, I got something like 400 or 500 back. But I think I was following a tout sheet that day. I'm not gonna lie. I was at the track and actually bought one of those $1-2 tout sheets. And I bounced it off my picks. Sometimes I'll do that. I like having a second opinion. So we got 13 minutes, and at this point, I got a pick 3 ticket to play, or that I want to put in. And so kind of going with my theme of trying to find the best possible horses at the best possible price. There's definitely ways to go in this race. Especially to me with the 3, which I've already been talking about, and also the 6. Currently 9-1. Corona White Sox. Okay, 9-1, 15-1 on the morning line. Yeah, I wanted to keep an eye on this horse because I wanted to see what direction that number went. I thought that was I was expecting it to probably get bet down, but you never know. But certainly it is taking some action, and if you look, I think, even though this horse is coming off a long layoff, like I said, I'm always concerned about that. And we can look down here at the trainer stats. 2 times in the last year, this trainer has had to bring a horse back off an extended period and is yet to win with one. But otherwise, over the last year, the trainer wins 15% with their horses, and early on in this meet does already have a win. And it looks like they have a capable rider, and this horse just does have the back class. That's what I like about it. You go back to this race at Canterbury Park in Minnesota, $70,000 ungraded stakes race. This horse won that race at about 4-1. To me, if this horse could replicate this fashion, this performance in this race today, then certainly it's a contender. But the question is, can it coming off a long layoff? That's to be determined. But there's no world beaters in this field. I really do like the 8, but this is the 8's first, outing out against non-winners of 3. It is taking a step up in class. And if you look, this 95 looks pretty attractive, and this 93 does too, but they bookend a couple other performances that are a little bit slower, and in some cases against tougher competition. But once again, we do seem to have a capable trainer and rider for the horse. 17% win percentage, 15 win percent for the trainer. Both of those winning percentages will keep you in business in this game. So, I think this horse is definitely a contender, but it's not invincible. So a lot of it comes down to price. The 7, even the 7 at 9-2 by Austin. Maybe not as crazy about this one, especially since it's been getting bet down. Because the one thing is, it got its second win against slightly softer company than some of these other horses in the field. It did it against 15,700 non-winners at 2. And it's a little bit slower. But the flip side is this horse does have one race against this company already under its belt, and it did not embarrass itself. It's very competitive. So certainly the 7 is in the equation. I don't know if I'm crazy about the 9-2 price. I think I would have liked a little bit more value than that, but certainly, as far as the pick 3 goes, I don't know if I can toss this horse. I might have to use this horse in the pick 3 as well. What do I have? I got 9 minutes to post. Kelly O'Hara is saying to play the 5 and the 8. But the problem is, Kelly, you're not going to make any money if the 8 wins. Or you're going to, excuse me, you're going to have a tough time making money if the 8 wins. I want to look at the 5. She likes the 5. Bye, Gorgie girl. Oh, Georgie. Another horse that is moving up in company, winning from non-winners at 2. Once again, I mean, this horse is going to have to run the best race of its life tonight to have a shot. I mean, if these other horses are capable of posting 93s and 95s, I mean, this horse might have to improve by a full 2 seconds to have a shot at winning this race. So unlike in the first race, where the horse moving up in class was already competitive speed-wise, this horse is not. I don't like the 5 as much in this spot. This is one spot where I don't like the horse moving up in company. I think there's better ways to go with your money in this race. But I feel pretty confident that 8 looks like it's taking its money. Let's go ahead and make the pick 3 bet. There we go. Yeah, come on, give me my pick 3. Let's go with the 3. Gotta try and beat the favorite. 6 and a 7. In the first leg. With, I'm gonna play 2, 6, Oh, the 10's been scratched. Okay, so is there any horse in that next race I wanted to use? Let me look really quick. I'm using the 2 and the 6. This one is a $10,000 claiming. I don't remember really being too enamored with the 1. Maybe I use the 3 now? I'm not using the 4 either. Maybe I spring a little bit here. Wasn't of course the 6 is my best bet. I should just probably be single to that horse, right? Maybe I just single to this horse because the 6 is my best bet of this sequence. Put the money where my mouth is, and then give myself lots of coverage in the last race. But you want to know what? The 2 could potentially be a price. And so for that reason, not that I'm not confident in the 6, but just in case. I mean, this could really make for a nice hit. Let's leave it on here for a second. Just go with those 2. Which means at 50 cents, 3 times 2 is 6. So I'll be playing, it's $3 for a 50-cent bet. It's $3 for every horse I punch in this one. And I definitely like the 7. And you want to know what? I think I just might go with the 4. I mean, this last race is a real barn burner. But I actually do like the 7. It's a 2-year-old race. Maiden claiming on top of that. We're at the bottom rung of the bottom rung. But I'm going to go... Yeah, I think I'm just going to use the 4. That last race. So to have a quick look, 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. Okay, so that's a $6 bet. That's a pretty solid $6 bet, I think. Look at this race. Still, yeah, 8 to 1. Now 14 to 1 and 7 to 1. Is that what I'm looking at? 3, 6, 7. Yeah. All right, let's make this bet. Engineered. What does Dave Weaver say? Engineered to pay stacks. Three, 6, 7, 2, 6, 4, 7. All right. Lock and load. Now, I may not be done. I still got 3 minutes to post. And yeah, this 6 is sitting at a pretty big price. And I'm covered to everything else on that pick 3 that I want to be covered to. So let's play a trifecta. Let's play a trifecta. Let's put together a trifecta bet. We got 2 minutes. Let's key to the 6. So I need 2 runners for the second slot. This time, I'm going to go ahead and use the favorite, because I can still catch a nice price if the 6 wins, and we could still throw... I'm going to go with the 3 in the second slot. And we use the 3 and the 8 again, and then I get to add 1 more horse in third. And so I think we'll throw with the 7. 6 with the 3-8 with the 3-7-8. Looks good to me. And 6 is still sitting at 11-1. Let's put $2 to win on the 6. Why not? Any other win bets I want to make? You want to know what? I don't know. Just stick with the 6 because the 8's going to be tough to beat. I'm already pushing my luck enough. We'll just go $2 more on the 6 and then call it good. Uh-oh, somebody's got a long shot in this race.
Lately, and this horse is looking for a better romp. Should be fresh off the layoff from September when he almost won a race with trouble at Lone Star Park, finishing 4th with James. So that's my look at my Linehan
He's talking about the
tonight.
6.
Number 2, Jesse's All-Star.
Oh, you like the
Good
2.
luck. Hope your horses have the longest noses.
2,400 in a pick 3 pool.
Wager now as the field approaches the gate for race 3. Allowance company here. BF American Cartel steps in first. 350 yards. On the outside, Just Good Enough is up. At the rail, O'Donovan Rosa. BB Georgia Girl moves in. Jesse's All-Star. Corona White Sox, 2 left to load. Coronado Queen goes up. Last in will be BV Austin. All in. They're off. BB Georgia Girl in the air at the start. The gray out sharply. That's Coronado Queen from the rail moving on. O'Donovan Rosa and far outside. There's Just Good Enough. Just Good Enough battling now with Coronado Queen. BB Georgia Girl making up ground. Inside Jesse's All-Star.
3, maybe that 3's my only hope.
But Just Good Enough
There
has
comes the
more than
8.
enough on the outside. Just Good Enough will get there
Yeah.
by ahead at the end.
Well,
Over
if you
O'Donovan
played my
Rosa.
pick 4 bet, you would have got knocked out in the first leg, but that single in the second to the 8 was good. But I just had to try and go against it to pick 3. I don't like playing a pick 3 ticket where I have the favorite in the first leg. I just can't do it. That's how you handicap a stone cold favorite and not make any money on it. I'm good at doing that.
Number 8, Just Good Enough first. Second, number 1, O'Donovan Rosa. Coronado Queen, number 4, runs third. Fourth, the 2, Jesse's All-Star. 350 yards, 17.931 seconds. 8-1-4-2. Returning number 8, Just Good Enough, is a Heritage Place. Sales graduates sold at the 2019 Fall Mixed Sale for $14,000. Heritage Place, where champions are sold, and race 3 is official. Race 3 winner, the 8, Just Good Enough, winning for the 3rd time in his career, 2nd win in a row this season at Remington Park. Just Good Enough, owned by Diamond Oaks Racing of Garland, Texas. Clint Crawford trains, assisted at Remington Park by Renee Wilson. Winning jockey Jorge Torres. For Torres, win number 20 on the season. Just Good Enough, 3-year-old gelding by Just Good Candy from the Oak Tree Special Mare Fly On Candy. Bred in Oklahoma by Life's Good Racing Partners. Race 3 price is number 8, Just Good Enough, $6 for the win. Second, number 1, O'Donovan Rosa, pays $7.40 to place, $4.60 to show. Third, number 4, Coronado Queen, pays $7.20 to show. Fourth, the 2, Jesse's All-Star, 17.931 seconds the time for 350 yards. Exact 8-1, that pays $36.20. 50-cent trifecta, 814, $140.05. 10-cent superfecta, 8142, that pays $118.60. They'll go a quick 250 yards in the 4th, scratch the 10, send success. Race 4, scratch the 10, send success. Another pick 3 begins, post time 19 minutes.
Okay. So I think I'm out of the pick 3. That was over before it ever started. So, what to do with race 4? I only handicapped through race 5 because I wasn't sure if I was going to win at all. So I'm only going to play 2 more races regardless. I'm not going to sit here. It's hard enough to win when you spend enough time studying and doing the homework. I mean, you can certainly wing it. And I've gotten lucky winging it, and I've seen plenty of people getting lucky winging it. But right now, this account, you know, hey, consider the fact the other day, this was around $10. I'd like breathe some life back into this now. I should probably quit playing everything else and just stick with what I'm doing right here. I mean, it's a little volatile though. You're not always going to win with every bet, but you certainly have a fighting chance. But I just don't know what to do now because now I'm not alive in any more multi-race wagers. Um, and these next couple races are kind of a little rough, a little rough. I should probably blow this up. I apologize. I think it's a lot easier to see. I'm sitting here talking about stuff, and it's probably, that's my mistake. I should have, I forgot to do that. I need to make this larger. So, race 4, $10,000 claiming, 250 yards for 3-year-olds and upwards who've never won 3 races. So yeah, I mean claiming, like, these horses are for sale.
Crazy E Ranch, known for its incomparable stallion roster, led by the legendary Corona Cartel, and 2015 leading sire.
As I was saying, a claiming race means these horses can be claimed, they can be purchased. If you got $10,000 in the right credentials, you could purchase any horse in this race. They're all for sale. That's what claiming means. And so it's not the lowest level of racing at the track, but it's getting near the bottom. It's kind of like the journeyman category. This is where a vast majority of the racehorses spend their racing lives, or running claiming races, and it's what makes up a large chunk of the racing calendar, the racing day, racing week, racing month. So, where was I headed in this race? I mean, on my pick 4, y'all, my best freaking bet shows some signs of life. It's race 4. Okay, my best bet is the savior has come to save the day. Sean's best bet of the program. It's race 4. Time to wake up. I got lost in this fog of pick 3s and trifectas. The number 6, Fly Viking Fly, is the best bet of this broadcast. But with the one misnomer that you at least need to be getting 9 to 5 or better to bet this horse. So let's see where we're at on the tote board. Oh, okay, hang on. Number 6. 5 to 1. This horse is the morning line favorite. I believe it 3 to 2. And I do my own handicapping. I make my own lines. I had that horse at 3 to 1 on my line. It's currently sitting 9 to 2. So I can't imagine, because I don't know if I feel confident trying to go deep enough into this field. To try to play an exotic wager, but if we look at the board, like 6 and 1 and 6 and 8, I mean they're all kind of juicy payoffs. Even 6 and 4 pays. I think those are for $1, 30 to 1. The minimum of 31 and the high is 135 to 1. If I were to wheel the 6 with every other horse, 3, 6, 8, for 50 cents, that'd be a $4 bet. And it would pay off at about 10 to 1. I mean, the horse is sitting 9 to 2, so that's actually not a bad strategy. Maybe wheel it for $1. Go for the full payoff. No, wait a second. No, I'm miscalculating. For 50 cents, this all would pay half as much. So my top payout would be like 70 some odd dollars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I could potentially run into issues where I'm only getting paid off at like 3 or 4 or 5 to 1 if I played the exacta wheel. When I mean exacta wheel, I mean putting the 6 on top of the ticket and then having every other horse in the field finishing second underneath. So as long as the 6 wins, I cash the exacta bet. I mean, that covers me, so if I catch a long shot, I'll reap that reward. But the flip side of the coin is if you catch one of the favorites, you would have just been probably better off, you know, loading up and betting the horse on the nose. But the fact that this horse is not favored really opens up the betting menu to just more than just winning, you know, exacta, trifecta. I just don't feel. I mean, there wasn't too many other horses in this race that I actually liked. Let me show you guys really quick why this is my best bet. Let's talk about that. One thing to say is my best bet, but why is that horse my best bet? Well, it's the angle that I like. Here's my angle. This is a $10,000 claiming race. Okay, so it's a $10,000 level race. Last time this 6 ran, it does have a recent race back on March 27th. It was against tougher companies, a $15,000 claiming against non-winners of 3. And this horse was still fairly competitive, at least out the gate. The comments over here, I think, say, well, it says no mishap. You know, what else could you ask for from a young quarter horse? No mishaps. Got out and got down the track. And I do believe I watched the race replay earlier. But still, you say, well, finished 5th place. Why on earth is that your best bet tonight? Out of 9 horses, it may not be too impressive. Well, the horse is taking a drop in class. It's running against $10,000 claimers tonight. And if you look, even though this was non-winners too, it did get its second win, I should say, at that $10,000 level. Now, $10,000 non-winners of 3 is going to be tougher, but this horse, I think, showed enough signs last time that I think a drop in class is all it might take for this horse to hit the wire first. When you consider everybody else in the field, there's nothing that really excites me. You have a lot of horses that ran against lesser company last time out, didn't really impress. I mean, how's a horse like this supposed to step up to the plate tonight and scare me? I mean, certainly, you know, I think that's an easy toss. The 2 kind of interests me a little bit. The 2's been bet down to 6-1. All right, we got 11 minutes to race 4. Where's the bet? The best bet's sitting at 3-1. We're definitely going to get our 9-5. I think that looks good. I don't think this horse is going to get bet down as much as what I thought it was going to. Let's see what this lady has to say about my best bet.
Making his first start of the year. Last year in 2020, he was winless, but he was running against much tougher. In fact, right here at Remington Park at the 250-yard distance, he ran against a group of open $20,000 claimers, no condition, and just got beaten neck. He ran against some very, very good horses last year. He comes back for his first start of 2021 with the condition non-3 and a drop in half for the $10,000 price tag. Moving on to my second choice, that's the 6-horse Fly Viking Fly. And this one flashed some speed against a group of non-winners of 3 for $15,000, going 330 yards. She's going to get to shorten up to the 250-yard distance, which I think she'll like, as well as it's her second start. Trainer Clint Crawford and Jorge Torres looking for back-to-back wins. And finally, I'll go to the 3-horse.
I think I've been called it.
Chiquis First Lady is getting first-time win.
My bad. I believe it's like a. A mixed sex field. Geldings and fillies. Yes. Yes. It's a mare. 4-year-old mare. She is correct. She is my best bet of the night. So Fly Viking Fly. And we're sitting at 4-1 with 9 minutes to post. 1,900 in the exacta pool, 1,100 in the trifecta pool. trying to think of my strategy here. It is my best bet. I kind of liked the 2 a little bit in this race. Did I? As well as the 6? Well, no, duh. We know the 6 is the best bet. Oh, the 10 too, but the 10 scratched. So we're really down to the 2 and the 6 unless there was anybody else I felt like that could... I mean, I'm sure there's others. I mean, the 3 is kind of interesting. Where's the 3 sitting on the tote board? 5 to 1. Well, no, I think it's the best bet. I think we just got to go with a decent little bet and put it right on the nose. The 3's taking a drop in class as well. It could be a contender. I don't want to certainly throw the 3 out. But I just... the 3's still going to have to improve a little bit. The 3's going to have to find more of this old form if it's going to have a chance tonight. If you look at its first race back after the layoff, it actually put up a career low speed figure. I mean, that's a little alarming. I mean, maybe it just needs a race back. Trainer wins at 11% off 31 to 60 days, and he's 2 for 15 so far on the meet. But Alex here showed a flash of speed, as the lady said, in its last race, and has taken the drop in class. I mean, you have a lot of other horses in this field, I think, that are trying to bang their head up against the wall. Running against 7,500 non-winners of 3 last time, not much of a factor. With the 7. The 8, I was looking at the 8 earlier, and I mean, well, which 8 is going to show up tonight? I mean, the 8 might have like smidgens of back class, but once again, coming off the long layoff, this trainer in the over the course of the last year, 0 for 3, with a jockey that only wins 3%. It doesn't entice my betting money. Neither does the 6. I mean, ran against 6,250 non-winners of 3 last time. Like, almost dead last. What, 7th out of 8th? Now they're running them against 10,000? I don't see how that works. The 0 for 20 trainer. No way, no way. To me, this 9 horse is a toss. And let's see where the 9's at on the toe. What kind of money is that? Yeah, 18 to 1. That is the longest shot in the field, and it should be at this point. My best bet is sitting at 4 to 1. I mean, there's enough horses in the field that maybe I should play a trifecta. But I just don't know what horses I would want to use. Underneath the 6. I think I would definitely want to use the 2. Probably the 3. 2, 3, 4. Do something with the 6 and the... Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Do something with the 6 and the 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's look one more time. So out of the 2, 3, 4, one of those horses is going to have to take the back seat. I think it'll be the 3. 6 with the 2, 4, with the 2, 3, 4 trifecta. 6 with the 2, 4. Trace, we're going 4 ace 4, right? Yeah, 6 with the 2, 4 with the 2, 3, 4. Six with the 2, 4 with the 2, 3, 4. That's exactly how you would call that bet out if you were at a counter making it at the sports book. You'd be like, race 4, Remington Park, 50-cent trifecta, 6 with the 2, 4 with the 2, 3, 4. And I think that's what I want to do. then let's go back. 7-2. So I feel very confident we're gonna get better than 9-5 on my best bet. It's co-favorite. Co-favorite 7-2, which was its morning line. I had it at 3-1. So hell, I said it was a $30 handicapping challenge. I'm down to 28 in the bank. So how much do I want to bet on this horse? I may not even. Actually, no, you want to? I probably will play the next race. I think the next race. It's a 2-year-old race, but I think it's still playable. So I don't want to all in on the 6 right here. But 6 is the best bet. So I think we'll see. But I got a 5-2. Uh-oh. We're starting to sweat 9-5. The thing is not a bet below 9-5, but I can't push it either. I was gonna make a $10 bet, but I'm not sure now because I may not. I may back it only down to $5 just because this might dip below 9-5 after they leave the gate. I mean, I might have to make my bet with a minute to post, and it might say 5-2. There's a chance by the time they turn them loose, that might be down to like 7-5 or 6-5. And so that's the only thing that's scaring me about making a bigger bet is I don't want to do it if the odds aren't right. There's got to be a little compromise. Let's get this ready. Five to 2. We'll go for 5. We'll go for 5. Just because I'm not sure about the price. It's getting dangerously close to that 9-5. All right, 5 to win on the 6. Yeah, it's taking more money.
Field approaching the gate. Wager now.
That should be really close to 9-5. We'll see. Good luck to everybody.
Loading up for race 4 to go a quick 250 yards. Thundercat LVC is in, likewise for some value to the outside. This jewel's flying moves up. At the rail, Flying Candy Girl. Now Fly Viking Fly. Chickies First
Fly
Lady in the
Viking
gray.
flies with she. Go get her. Go get him. Go get him, girl.
Moves in. 2 left. Lickety Spit is up. Last in will be the 8 Papa Vaquero. All in. They're off. Slow start. Chickies First
Come
Lady.
on, 6, hang in there. Go, 6, go. Go, 6, go. Come on, 6.
Lickety Spit.
Go,
Flying
6.
Candy Girl trying to hold on. Here comes the charge.
Go, 6, go, 6, go, 6, go. Go, 6. Yeah, buddy. Best bet. Best bet. Best bet on the broadcast right there. And that start was looking suspect. Way to go. Go, Viking, go. Way to go, Viking, go. Should have bet 10. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'm making you guys money, please. Help keep the dream alive. I don't like begging. What more do I have to do for you guys? If you're not watching this channel, then you hate money. Little bump. Robin's racing.
Number 6, Fly Viking Fly, your winner. Second, number 8, Papa Vaquero. Third, the 2, Thundercat LVC. Fourth, number 4, Some Value, 6824.
2-1. So you got the price. But it was close enough that I got scared that I backed off my bet. If I would have felt confident that I'd gotten 3-1 or 7-2, I'd have bet $10. But I was pretty close on that price. I said it might get bet down to 9-5. It got bet down to 2-1. One notch to spare. Oh, 9-5. I told you it might get bet down to 9-5, and that's exactly what happened. So I get 14 back. Did I hit a trifecta? I played a trifecta too. Did I hit a trifecta? No, I didn't. I don't think I had the 8. Did I have 6-8 too? What was my trifecta bet? No, I went 6 with the 2-3, 2-3, 4. 6 with the 2-4 with the 2-3-4. I did not have the try. The 6 and the 2. Oh, the 8 messed me there on the try. I had 2 out of 3 on the try.
To the Engineering Company winner, circle number 6, Fly Viking Fly. Career victory number 3 for Fly Viking Fly, owned by Dr. Curtis Smith of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Clint Crawford trains, assisted at Remington Park by Renee Wilson, winning jockey Jorge Torres. Back-to-back wins on the night for Crawford and Torres. Fly Viking Fly, 4-year-old mare by Volcom from the Willie Wicked mare, Miss Sound Viking. Bred in Oklahoma by Wesley and Ann Anglin. Race 4 prices. Number 6, Fly Viking Fly, pays $5.60 for the win, $3.60 on the place, and $3.20 to show. Papa Vaquero, the 8, runs second, $15 to place, $10.80 to show. Thundercat LVC, number 2, is third and pays $6.20 to show. Running fourth, the 4, Some Value. Time for the race, 250 yards, 13.539 seconds. 6-8 exacta pays $95.40. The 50-cent trifecta 6-8-2, $230.55.
Was one of the
10
favorite
cents
horses.
superfecta 6-8-2-4,
$141.62.
Race 5, Maiden Claiming Company will stay at the 250-yard distance, a field of 10 on the way. Roligo, the 5, competes first time tonight as a gelding, as reported by Equibase. Race 5 with another pick 3 coming up in 20 minutes.
right. Oh, last race. Last race of the stream. So where do we go from there? If that was the best bet. Well, the good news is, well, let's see. I don't know if there is good news. It's all about what that tote board is telling me. And my notes, which I'm trying to find. This last race is a bit of a scramble. I don't know if it's going to be a good race to play. May not bet it. Might pass. It's been a pretty good stream. May not want to jerk with a good thing. So $7,500 maiden claiming, 2-year-olds, 250 yards. And most of these horses in this field have been lightly raced, have like 1 or 2 races under their belt. And most of them have thrown in stinkers. But there are shades of brilliance, if you can call it that are located throughout this field. So the 4, I think, had the best speed figure in its last out with that 66. And it's sitting 5-1 on the tote board. So the horse that really interests me in this race, I think, is this 6 horse, and it looks like it interests the betting public too. Be kind of a strong angle. No, timeout. I'm not like, it's not the 6. That's even better for me. That's way better for me. I think it's the 7 that I like. The 7 is sitting 6-1. Yeah, Mitos Corona. So, what I like about this horse, it's the 2-year-old angle that a lot of times, like, you know, when horses are young, sometimes they can show dramatic improvement from one race to the next. Sometimes it's from between the first and second race. Sometimes it's between the second and third race. And where if you see like at least like a little bit of improvement from race 1 to race 2, then race 3 could potentially be big. Or if race 1, like, let's say this line here doesn't exist. Let's say this maiden claiming race was this horse's first race where it finished 3rd in the field. I think it was of 9? Field of 10. So hit the board in a field of 10, going off at 7-1. Let's say that was its first race ever. Then I think, you know, everybody would absolutely be hammering this horse. It would probably be maybe the post-time favorite. Now, and I believe this is a maiden claiming field. So this is like the bottom level of racing at the racetrack. These are horses, none of these horses have ever won a race. And so you got to try and figure out, well, which one of these is going to finally wake up today and break through. And I think the 7 is one of the stronger angles. I mean, the other horses, I mean, the 4 was kind of attractive to me just because of the fact that it did earn the highest speed figure in its first out over any horse in this field, and that has to say a lot. And plus, it did have a troubled trip in its first race. So, you know, for a 3-1 morning line, the morning line is betting that if this horse gets a better trip this time, the results should be much improved. And the betting public says that's, hey, I mean, you're getting a decent price if you're right on that angle. I mean, 5-1 on the 4. I thought the 4 would be the favorite. So right now, of course, we have a long way to go. I get wrapped up in these numbers, these tote board numbers, and we still have 16 minutes to post. Look at the exactas on the 7, and the 3 pays 48 for 1. These pick 3 payouts are a little muted, but it went chalk. But still, I guess for 50 cents, it's not terrible. Oh, wait a second, that was a consolation. Whoops. Ooh, those are some decent payouts. And it went chalk. I guess I kind of screwed up. Maybe I should have, if I would have kept the 8, I would have been alive right in the pick 3. If I would have went 3, 6, 7, 8, yeah, I'd be alive. But I might only be alive to the 7. How much would I be alive to the 7 for? Let's see how much. Here's a learning moment. Because when I made that pick 3 ticket back in race 3, My objection to keeping the 9 on there, or the 8, whatever horse was the 8, was the fact that it was the favored horse and it would depress the payouts. Well, look, and I might have been singled to the 7, but that would have only been good for $38. $38 for a $4 investment? That still, I guess, wasn't terrible. I guess I could have left that horse on there. But I'm so anti-chalk. I try to be. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You can't avoid the chalk. But you have to know when the chalk is beatable, and you got to be, willing to take a stand against it if you're going to make money. When the chalk isn't beatable, then you just got to kind of get out of the way and let the chalky stuff do its stuff. But one of the reasons why I played these 4 races tonight was because I saw the opportunity for prices. And I saw the opportunity for price in the first race before, I had even thought about playing anything. So you never know what you're going to find. You never know what you're going to come across. You might handicap a race card, and it may not look too appealing to you, but you handicap it, and then once you turn on the simulcast and you see the way it's being bet, all of a sudden it becomes a totally different beast. Because remember, this has a lot to do with your decision-making process. It's not necessarily like getting locked in on one horse. This is one horse that I like. I'm looking for the best price, the best opportunity to try and make some money. Those exacta payouts with the 7 look pretty decent. I'm gonna pause it really quick next time that exacta payout comes up. I wish I could get down to pick 5. One of these days I might make runs to Reno, put in like jackpot 6 tickets and stuff like that. Because I think it'd be fun to be able to. Okay, let's pause it. Okay, so the 7. I like this last race. 7 and the 3 pays 59 for 1. The lowest is 7 and the 4. I don't know if I really have a strong opinion about any of these other runners. Like maybe the 2 could be fast. I don't know if the 2 will finish, but the 2 could be fast. At least finish at the front. Where's the 2 on the tote board? 24 to 1. 7 and the 2 pays 147 in the exacta. Three not as fast. We already know the 4. That's a pretty depressed payout. 7 and the 9, 7 and the 10. How do those pay? 7 and the 9, 473. 7 and the 10, 103. I think that's for $1. I think 7 and the 7, exactly. 7 with the 2 looked attractive to me. Maybe I should cover all bases. Not like all bases. But like I should probably include the 3 or the 3. Well, I don't know. There's no guarantee. No, not the 3. The 4. Do I include the 4? 7 and the 4. Returns 32 for 1. I mean, that's a saver. And it might be needed. Throw the 4 in there. What else was I thinking about? 5. Now, the 6. No, not fast enough for my taste. And then the 9 and the 10. 473 and 103. So that's something to keep an eye on. I assume we're back live. 7's still sitting at 6 to 1. Betting the 7 on the nose is not out of the question either. Let's have a look here. They've had to replenish this account again. Let's see where back up to 35.54. After my best bet of the night got home with Fly Viking Fly. That's not enough to hit a like button and a subscribe. I don't know what is. My best bets make you guys money. Hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you for tuning in. Let's check the live chat really quick. Oh my god. You should bet on cool names, not odds. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get to check on the cool names. You don't make money betting on cool names. Yes, I did. And I had the winner. If you would have followed my play, you would have made money too. And Aaron Rodgers becoming a Denver Bronco. I don't know. I think Green Bay might let him retire and go host Jeopardy before he'll become a Denver Bronco. I read that there was already a trade. I think the Broncos already made an offer from what I was reading, and Green Bay rejected it. And that would actually be, like, pretty awesome. Like, I didn't get into the whole Peyton Manning thing because I didn't agree with the move at the time. I thought Manning was pretty busted up at the end of his career. And ultimately, I was, like, kind of right. I felt like the Broncos really shot themselves in the foot. And, like, they should have been trying to build for the future. And look what happened, you know, since Manning. And I think even Osweiler got a raw deal. And if you look ever since then, they have just been lost in this quarterback swamp where they can't really seem to put anybody, you know, a functioning professional quarterback under center. And none of these draft picks they've been, you know, using have been working out. And at this point, Aaron Rodgers, why not if you could get him? He's a bit of a prima donna, but hey, he's also the best at what he does, and he's still got a few years left. I mean, why not get Tom Brady? I mean, that guy might play until he's 90. He might win like 50 Super Bowls. But anyhow, again, so once again, I lost my train of thought there. So I'm liking the 7 in this race. And those exacta bets are looking good to me that I want to make. But I'm up against this $5,000 limit playing this track. So I don't know if I mean, what's in the trifecta? 26. Oh, okay, we're fine. So because I think I can make a trifecta bet here with some teeth to it too. Kind of looking at this. So, yeah, this is just such a cruddy race. A really, really cruddy race. I'm like trying to, I don't know what I said I probably shouldn't bet this, but I really like the 7 to win. And the thing is, it's such a wide open field, you can hit some payoffs if you can get lucky. This is like kind of going to the, this is a bit of a crapshoot. Bit of a crapshoot. I mean, who on earth? Maybe not so much. But I would still have to throw one of them out. So, really, I don't know. Use the 10. Keep the 10. Use the 2, 4, and 10. But honestly, I might put... Alright, well, let's look at the odds. When we use the 2, 4, and 10, let's look at the odds. Because the 10 does have the outside post, and it's down to 3 to 1. So maybe 7. Maybe try to beat the 4. Maybe go 7 with the 2, 10. With the 2, 4, 10. Trifecta. And then I also use the 9 and the exacta to back me up just in case the 9 gets up there and spoils. But it would, I mean, well... Got 4 minutes left. I want to take one more look. Golly, a 9, that's a terrifying horse. Never mind. We'll leave things where they're at. Alright, so let's make some bets. Well, I'm gonna wait for I'm gonna do the win bet last. I'll play the exacta for $1. This was a $30 handicapping challenge, and I've got more money still in the bank. So let's go 7 with the 2, 4, 9, 10. For $1. And let's play the trifecta. 50 cents. 7 with the 2, 10. With the 2, 4, 10. Oh, Kagalar, since you're watching, are you ever going to get back to me on that ashtray so I can mail it out to you? I don't want you to like put your address in public, which is why I have that Vegas Keno contest to Gmail email for you to send that information to. If I don't hear back from you, that is going to roll over and be awarded at the next Watch and Win for the next live Keno, and hopefully will be soon. So I made the exacta bet, now I made my trifecta bet. And where are we at? 7's still sitting at 5 to 1. Okay, let's make the win bet. Ooh, 5 to win on the 7. Looks good to me. Alright, well, it's been a blast tonight. I hope everybody's enjoyed watching. If you've been betting the horses with me, hopefully you made a few dollars. Hopefully you took advantage of that best bet.
The 8 Prize Glory using a flipping halter on the 8 Prize Glory. Ready to load now for race 5 at 250 yards, wrapping up the pick 5, pick 4, and first pick 3. Payoff race here in race 5. Inside dash for surprise moving in. Prize Glory going up. RC1 is there. Now me a bit shy.
Keep your hands off my winner, buddy.
Number 8, Prize Glory, being backed out. Prize Glory back in. Mitos Corona moving forward. Roll a go. A lot of Dazzling Eagles up. VF, cute little 6. Now BV, Who You Say I Am, approaching. Last up outside the 10, La Percha. All in. They're off. RC1 slow start out quickly. VF cute little 6 from the rail moving up now. Dash for a surprise.
Come on,
BV,
Seven.
Who You Say I Am with
Come
a lot
on,
of work,
Seven.
now
Show some
powers
signs
on.
that Seven's getting
It's VF
outran.
Cute Little 6. Here
Maybe.
comes BV, Who You
Maybe.
Say I Am. These
Come
two
on,
nose battle.
Seven.
BV,
Not
Who You
quite.
Say
Not
I
enough
Am, wins it by a
juice.
neck.
Competitive, but not enough juice. And again, there the 4.
Number 4, BV, Who You Say I Am, first. Second, number 3, VF cute little 6. Third, number 7, Mitos Corona. Fourth and 9, Lot of Dazzling Eagle. 4, 3, 7, 9, the order.
Take a quick look. sure they've already made the adjustments to my account. Yeah, but you want to know what? It started out as the $30 handicapping challenge. I got as high as 45. I end the night at about 24.54. But some of that was some mismanagement by me. I could have had the early double, but I backed off from playing it because I couldn't see the wheel pays because their bogus deal of not showing me the double wheel pays at the beginning. And then I kind of jobbed myself out of the pick 3 by just not including like the horse that I'd handicapped as the freaking favorite. Because I don't want the favorite to deflate my prices. I still would have made a nice little return taking advantage. You know, well, I don't know. Actually, no, wait a second. I may not have gotten there. I'm talking all this about the pick 3. I might have had the, well, no, the 4 got there. I might have had the 4. Maybe. Because I like the 4 in my trifecta. I booted it down a little bit because of the price. So I don't even know if I would have had the pick 3. Quite honestly, it's not accurate to say I would have had it. I may not have. I'd have given it a good shot. I gotta find a track where I can bet a pick 4 on here. I mean, we'll do like some Santa Anita, Gulfstream.
Company, more than insurance, reassurance. Number 4, BV, Who You Say I Am.
I can do 50-cent pick
BB, Who You
4s.
Say I Am, graduated here in career start number 2, owned by Bella Vista Farms of Arcola, Illinois. Eddie Lee Willis trains. Ruben Castro, winning jockey. BV, Who You Say I Am, is a 2-year-old gelding by Capo de Capi from the PYC Paint Your Wagon mare BV Valentine Wagon, bred in Indiana by Bella Vista Farms.
I was gonna say I can bet 50-cent pick 4s on here, like on the bigger tracks like Santa Anita, Gulfstream. So I definitely look forward to doing that. And I'm big on like the jackpot 6 bets. I can't make them on this site. I gotta drive 60 miles to put bets like that in. But hopefully we'll make some plays like that soon, especially when the jackpots get big. You know, I've talked about like my biggest wins, but I haven't talked about some of like the will pays I've been alive to that I've never been able to cash. I've been alive to a handful of 5-figure will pays, and some in the high 4s as well. And I've never been able to bring those home in like the multi races. So maybe we'll do it on here for the cameras one of these days. But I had a lot of fun. Of course, I never realized betting the horses could be so tiring too. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you're not already. Because I want to do more of this for sure. I mean, it definitely looks like there's an interest in this stuff, and hopefully I'm doing an okay enough job in presenting something that's entertaining and educational to watch. So we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Oh, wait a second. These guys are blowing up the chat here, Condolar. I don't want to tell you my whole life story in the chat. Here's the email. All right, you guys take care. Y'all have a good night.